there's so much overstimulation everywhere that even though there's so many things, so many entertainment and everything, that I still feel bored, but not in a good way. Like, in a way where I catch myself scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and looking for that dopamine and not finding it, you know? I catch myself either being on my phone or being on the TV and just watching video after video after video after video, but not being able to fill that void or something. You know what I mean? Not being able to find that thing that I'm looking for. But what am I looking for? I'm looking for dopamine. You know, I'm looking for something to satiate that like thirst of get rid of this boredom, get rid of this thing that I am feeling right now, get rid of this feeling of right now that I feel, you know, like take me away from the reality that I'm living right now, like, and searching something else and searching, like, seeing other people or whatever it is to focus on something else, but it's not helping, you know, like I keep searching for it and it's not helping. It's like that thing that I'm looking for is not on my phone and it's not on the TV. It's not on these social media, on these social media platforms. You know, I miss those times where I was a little girl and I was never bored because I was searching any and everything to do. I was outside, I was on my bike, I had these cute little things that I used to collect with my friends and we used to exchange them. And that was my happiness. That was like what I was looking forward to every day. Me, when I was little, like I don't even remember like thinking about the past or the tomorrows. I used to be in the present moment because I'm like, I'm gonna go outside right now. I'm gonna ride my bike. I'm gonna pick my friend up, see if she's ready after school, and we're gonna go ride and like pick leaves and look at flowers or trees or just do whatever, go to a park or whatever it is, you know? And we used to live in the present moment. We didn't worry about the future. We didn't worry about what is there to come tomorrow or try to live another or try to escape the reality. You know what I mean? I mean, there were times where bad shit happened and I disassociated, you know, and I don't remember things, but those moments that I did remember were beautiful moments where I'm like, I used to be in the present, and right now we're doing any and everything to not live in the present moment. We're doing any and everything to live in the future, to reach for something, you know, to like set a goal, like, which is great by the way, but just to set a goal in the future and live there in the future, because you're like, my goal is to be a successful content creator, be a successful businesswoman, be a successful this and that and this and that, but you keep living there and you don't live right now. Like, you don't live in this moment. You have to live in this moment. You have to make the steps right now. And doing all these things to distract yourself from like achieving these things, like doing all these things, like looking at videos, looking at whatever the fuck. In my case, it's like I try to distract myself so much. I realized that I try to distract myself so much, not only because the reality is like challenging me right now so much. But I try to distract myself because it's like all these thoughts too, you know? I get invaded by thoughts and feelings and emotions. And like I said before too in my other videos, like it's like doubt creeps in. Self self doubt creeps in. Not believing in myself, being skeptical, this and that. And I catch myself like trying to get some form of entertainment again, and like trying to distract myself from those thoughts and everything that's going on in my reality and stuff. And I go out, or I go out, or I am like, I have to drink, like I go out and I go drink, or I smoke a little bit too much weed, or I stay in bed for too long and just scroll and scroll and scroll. And I realize that whenever I'm doing that, I just go deeper and deeper into being like, and all my motivation and all my energy is just drained. And after a while, I don't have any energy to do anything. I realized that my day turned into me eating very badly, me scrolling the whole day on my phone or watching TV, not taking care of myself, being in my pajamas all day, not going outside, isolating myself. But whenever I do wake up, like as soon as I wake up, and I sit here and I start doing my yoga, or yeah, I do my yoga, or I stretch, and then I meditate, and then I go to the gym maybe, or I just do yoga and meditate, and then I shower, or I read a book and everything, and then I eat a healthy breakfast, I realize I have more energy. And the last thing I'm thinking about is turning on the TV or scrolling on my phone or doing whatever, because I'm like excited. I'm like, all right, we're gonna go outside right now. It's a beautiful day. Let's go bike. Let's go do this. And I feel so alive. I feel like a child again. I feel like I want to do things and explore things. And yes, I am that person that maybe you think I'm a weirdo or whatever, but I will fucking stop in the middle of the road or whatever the fuck it is to look at a little mushroom, because that's the cutest thing ever. And I will look at it and I will take a picture of it and I will be like, oh my god, you're so cute. Aww. And then I will keep going with my day. You know what I mean? Like, I love looking at little things. I love slowing down. And I realized that these like past 2-3 days were me not slowing down, me just being at my girlfriend's house the whole day and just scrolling on my phone or watching TV. And I have been watching like a lot of vlogs. Like, it's taking me back to a time where I used to watch a lot of vlogs of girls going on trips together with their friends and going to like Hawaii or Jamaica or Thailand or Philippines or Italy or Spain and this, or Greece and stuff. And I used to watch it, and I used to be like, that is so cute. Like, I would so want like to have a life like that too, you know, like have friends and travel and just be free and just be yourself, and like, you know, whatever it is. And that was like 3 years ago, I think. I used to watch them like frequently. And then I started doing it again, like, yeah, 2 days ago, I think. And I don't know, it brings me so much joy, but it's like, I don't know if it's a healthy type of joy, because it's like I get a little bit sad, because I'm like, that is so like good for you. Like, I also want that. I also like would want to have friends and like travel, or like go on vacation and like be free and do whatever. How I would love to have like a van and just fucking travel for like a whole year and just be free like a bird and just do my thing and like meet people and like and show myself to the world, you know? And I guess that's also like a ego thing, you know, like the want, the desire, the I want. Like, but it's like, I don't know, I just, you know, I just have to observe myself and be like, all right, like, you're watching these things too much, and I see that you're having feelings of like a little bit of sadness and like the want and the desires of these things. But I have to pick myself up and lift myself and be like, all right, you would love a life like that. That life is already here for you. Get up and keep going. You know what I mean? Because if I keep going down that road of I want, look at them, they have it, and they're having fun, and they have friends, and they have this and they have that, then I am choosing to be the victim and not working on myself, you know? Like, sometimes I always like, when I was growing up religiously, there was always this question in my head where it's like, well, how do miracles even like, does it come from like, does it just fall on top of you or something? But sometimes God like has these things already for you, but you just have to go look for them. Like, maybe that day you have to go outside and you'll bump into someone that like knows the right person for you, or maybe you have to post that one video and like whatever the fuck, or maybe you have to um whatever it is, you get my point. But sometimes like you have to go look for them, you have to do the action for the thing to come for you. It's already there. These things are already here, they're already here for you. Like that that travel and that life of traveling and being with friends and being with your family and being with your mom and your sisters and everything that you want is already there for you. It's like already there for you. It's already there. You just have to pick yourself up, don't judge yourself, and keep going, you know? I had 2 days of really feeling a little bit like, I don't know, I would say a little bit of negativity, a little bit of like, oh, but look at that girl, like she's so beautiful, like, you know, like maybe I should wear a little bit makeup too and stuff. Like people wear makeup and blah blah, like maybe I should wear makeup. And like, I don't even know how to do makeup properly. I just do an eyeliner and a mascara, a little bit of lip gloss, maybe a highlighter, a blush or something. I don't know. Like, you know, like I never really delved into the whole makeup world thing. I used to watch a lot of videos about it, but I always prefer to be more like just natural, because it feels like I have too much on my face and it feels heavy, and I don't always like it, and that's okay, you know. But I was having a lot of like these thoughts and stuff, and it all comes because of like social media. We tend to compare ourselves so much. Whenever you go into that addiction again, because social media is basically a drug, when you go into that again, you get these withdrawals whenever you don't have your phone or you don't have like something to watch or something. I like, I think 2 years ago already, I deleted TikTok because I realized that my attention span went to shit. I have it again, but only to like search something up specifically, and then I go how to make I don't know, fucking whatever the fuck it is, quesadilla or something, and then I look at a video, oh, like that, and then I fuck off, you know. Sometimes I do catch myself scrolling a little bit, and then I'm like, fuck off, you know what I mean? And I deleted the TikTok 2 years ago. I have it again because of whatever I said. And I started to watch YouTube videos again, like long form. And holy shit, was that was like really hard. I couldn't like, I was like, all right, get to the point, you know, like, get to the point, get to the point, get to the point, get to the point, you know, like, I just wanted them to get to the point. And that is not how life is. That is just not how life is. You know, my thing that I've learned in this season especially is to have patience. And I always thought that I had patience, you know, because the situations where life put me in growing up, I had to have a lot of patience. And I really thought I had a lot of patience. But apparently I don't always have patience, especially when like I want something, you know. I'm like, all right, I'm doing the work, like what more do you want from me, you know what I mean? Like, what else do I have to do? Like, am I not worthy enough yet or whatever? Like, I think those thoughts, you know. Patience. Slow down. Every single time I have to remind myself to slow the fuck down. Everything is already all right. Everything is already here. You already have everything. Slow down. Appreciate the process. Appreciate the calm right now, girl. Appreciate the calm right now. But because what's to come for you, what's to come to you is gonna like, you can't even like, you can't even grasp it, you know. Calm down. Enjoy right now how calm everything is, you know. And I have to remind myself sometimes, or a lot of the times, and whenever I'm talking like this to myself, I'm like, slow down, girl, be patient. You know, these things are already here for you, you know. I had to reprogram myself, and so I started watching these videos and appreciating how people talk. And I realized that I could listen to people better too, like actually hear them, you know. I always was the listener anyway. Like, I never really was the one to talk a lot. I always was the one listening. But I started, this was, yeah, 2 3 years ago too, because I had a really deep talk with my best friend, and she was always the one talking, and she helped me break through that and be like, I care about you too. I want to know how you are. I want to know how you're doing. Truly, you're always saying really superficially, but there was so much going in my life, so many things going through my life, but I always wanted to keep it to myself because I always was that person that dealt with it myself. I always was the one to deal with the problem, and then when it was solved, tell, you know, be like, oh, really really casually be like, oh, this happened and this happened and this happened, but it's okay right now, you know. This happened like 2 3 months ago or whatever, you know. But yeah, I started to really appreciate people talking and listening to them more. I started to watch movies again. I couldn't watch movies. Like, I couldn't. It was like physically impossible for me to watch a movie because of the short span that I had. You know, I was so invested in like reels and stuff, and like scroll, and filling my mind with all these content every single day, and thinking that, oh, but they're funny, or oh, they're educational or whatever, that that it's like good entertainment or something, and it's helping me with something, but like it's making me laugh or whatever. But no, like no, like a book can make you laugh too, you know. You can laugh by yourself. You know how many times I laugh by myself? I like tell myself jokes. I love being with myself. And these last 2 weeks, I have been around my girlfriend a lot because I am a little scared sometimes to be like alone again, because all these thoughts come in my head, you know, and I get a little scared. I get a little like, what do I have to do? But I know what I have to do. I keep asking though, what do I have to do? But I know what I have to do. Is it challenging? Yes, but trust the process. Everything is already taken care of. You are taken care of. The universe is taking care of you. Everything is okay and everything will be okay. Don't doubt. Don't doubt. You know? And it's okay if you have these little like dips. It's okay. But stand up. You know you can. And keep going. Like, you observed yourself. You realized you are aware. You got aware of what you're doing and that you are in that dip and stuff like that. All right. Stand up. You know, keep going. You can do it. You're not alone. You know? And that's why I have to take social media always with a grain of salt, because I get too sucked into it where I just lose myself and I start not that I start wanting to be someone else, but I start trying to like get rid of my own reality and start being invested in their reality and being like, oh my god, like wow, 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 and they have this and they have that and look how beautiful. And unconsciously it starts that comparing. Oh, but they have like a big house, or they have at least a house with a room or two, or look, they wear makeup, or look, they have all these clothings and stuff like that, and look, their hair, and look, they have friends and blah blah blah, you know. And that comparing becomes very negative at a certain point, because you start feeling really bad about yourself. You start not wanting to live your life anymore, because you're like, well, obviously they made it because they have all these things and I don't, you know. But they started somewhere too, you know. Everyone starts somewhere. I always tell myself, right, that nothing, like these big cities weren't built in one day, you know, like nothing is just like, nothing spawns out of nothing like that. A tree, when you plant it, the seed, you plant the seed, the root has to go down first before it goes up, you know. And I have this big feeling, I have this feeling in my heart and my soul that it is starting. And I get like, it's like I get a little bit like emotional, because it's like I know there is something so big coming. It's crazy. I just don't know what it is though. But it's crazy because I can see it. I can see that the seed that I planted, the roots are all the way down, like they're beautiful, big, and like just strong for the tree to be strong as fuck. And the fruits are gonna be so juicy and sweet and everything, and big and good. And I can see it and I can feel it, and I have been feeling it. I've been feeling it for years. And when I started to feel this feeling, I was like, I'm probably making it up. I'm probably making it up. This can't be real. Like, you know, like I'm making it up, right? It's all in my head, you know, like just like the negative thoughts, that's probably one of them, gaslighting myself, being like, yeah, you're gonna make it, you are success, you're whatever, you're this or that, you know what I mean? But no, girl, like you are, and it's so beautiful what you have. It's so beautiful what you have. keep going, and it's okay. Everything is okay. Always be patient, treat yourself, like have some grace for yourself, you know. Have love to yourself. Have love yourself. Always listen, trust, have faith. This is, I understand that it's scary. It's like you can't see everything, right? One time in Turkey, I was meditating, and I asked this thing where it's like, I think it was the same thing with me being scared and stuff, and it put me in a cave, and the cave was like dark, and I had like this light in my hand, and every time I was walking, I was putting the more light on the thing, and it was brightening up. But it was still dark there. But my way right now was lit. And then it told me, look back. And I looked back, and it was light, complete. The whole hallway was just light, you know? And basically, that was telling me, like, you don't know what is there tomorrow. And that's what makes it scary always. For me, it makes it really scary for me, and for a lot of people, I bet. That unknown of the darkness, of being like, but it's scary, like I don't want to go there, it's dark, like maybe there's a monster there or something, until you light it up and you see all the beautiful things that there is there. You know what I mean? It's still dark over there, but the more you walk, the more you start being more comfortable, and you start lighting it up, and then the whole cave starts to be like lit, you know, and you can see how beautiful everything is. And when you look back, it's also fucking beautiful. Will you go back? No, you keep going forward, because you focus on that moment right now, and you keep walking, you know. That was something, maybe I didn't like explain it like good enough or something, but it helped me a lot that day to trust and to focus on the present moment, and be like, I am the one with the light, and I will light the darkness. And the darkness is not scary, because I am the light, and I will light it up. There's no darkness in the light, you know. So that made me really comfortable and happy to know that I understand that it's scary sometimes, and it's okay to feel that feeling of like, but I don't know what's gonna happen, or I don't have any money, or I don't have this or that. Girl, don't worry about it. Everything is taken care of. Everything is taken care of. I promise you. I promise you. I already said, like, in the previous one, I was like, I made a leap of faith, and it was the most beautiful thing ever. And it is scary sometimes, and you don't know what's gonna happen. But now, I don't know if it's good or bad, but now I cannot like stand still at a certain place. And I don't know if that's healthy or unhealthy, but I'm like excited to keep moving. I'm excited to keep moving, to keep exploring, to keep going, you know? My whole life already, I've been moving from this house to this house, to this country to this country. And in that moment, it was really like frustrating, because I was like, why would you do that? Like, why would you like rip my friends and everything that I had built here already, for me to go all the way to the other side of the world, for me to like go to a new school and make new friends and stuff, and then take me back, and then push, and then put me back there, and then take me back and push me back there. It's like, in that moment, it was like, what the fuck? But I learned to be adaptable to the do you say adaptable? Yeah, right. Like I learned how to be like that word. I'm sorry, I can't remember the word right now, but you know what I mean. To the surroundings, you know. And right now, I appreciate it, because I lived in my previous house. I lived with my ex, and we stayed there for 21, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I stayed there for 4 years because in 2024, in 2025, I moved out. Oh, exactly, like almost 5 years I moved out of living there. 5 years? No, 4 years. What are you talking about? No, 4 years. Oh, 2025 I moved out. Yeah, 5 years then. And when I was living there, I was scared because I was like, I really want to move out of here. It's time. I want to move out. I don't know how to do it because it's like there's this housing crisis going on. People are not getting houses for like a lot of time, a lot of years, and you have to have like a really big like income to get a house and stuff, or you have to live with people and stuff like that. It's like really difficult to get a house, you know. And I was like, I'm scared, like how do I do this, how do I do that? And back then, like years ago, I was like, we have to do this together, like we have to move out to another house. But something in me was like, I really don't want to move out with this person though, like, you know, like I actually want to just be alone and like be my own space and stuff. And then everything else happened, blah blah blah, and God blessed me with this studio, and I am so grateful for it, so incredibly grateful for it. Sometimes I am like, all right, I understand, like this is where I have to keep watering my seed and doing all of that, but it's like I am definitely not ungrateful for being like, it is small, and sometimes I feel caged in, and I wish I had like a garden or something, or like more space where it's like I have my own bedroom and my living room or something, but everything is in like one room and stuff, you know what I mean? And that's okay to have that need and stuff. Like, I'm not being like, ugh, fucking house, like it's so fucking tiny. Hell no. I am so privileged and grateful and thankful for this beautiful home that I got, that I'm like, every day I'm like, I'm so happy that I have my own house and that I can come here and that I'm safe and that I can keep building myself up and stuff, you know what I mean? But I'm working towards like these other things, you know, for me to be more comfortable, you know, like I am allowed to be comfortable. I'm allowed to be comfortable, you know? So yeah, but for now I'm gonna enjoy every single day and every single second I have in here, and appreciate everything, and appreciate the process, trust the process and everything that comes with it. Like, be okay with my feelings and my emotions, and just have love for myself and have patience for myself. You have patience for yourself. You have love for yourself. Give love. Seek inward, seek within. All the truth is inside of you. I promise you. I promise you. All these books, all these videos, all these movies, all these things that you're looking at, and whatever it is, and seeking for that thing that you're seeking for, you're not gonna get it until you seek inward. You know? I understand you. You know what I mean? I have the same thing. And it's good for you to read books. I'm not telling you to not read books. I have fucking books that I am so excited to read every time, you know? Like, I love it. I love reading, you know? And it's good to expand your knowledge more and more. But seek within. The answers are within you. Listen to yourself. That little voice. Listen to yourself, you know? So yeah, I always have to tell myself that, and it's gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay. You are wonderful. You are great. You're greatness. You're everything.